Hello, everybody. I want to take a moment today and have a conversation. Let's call this a conversation, okay? Where Ori Spado, the accidental gangster, is answering a lot of your questions. A lot of you ask, who am I, where I come from, and I get a million questions like that there. But first, let me begin, folks. I tried living my life being unknown. I did not want to be known. I never share with people who I really fully was in my old life. I would never share it with a woman that I was married to and some of my closest friends. But all that changed after I came out of prison and I wrote this book, The Accidental Gangster, which, by the way, okay, folks, to show you how old-fashioned I am, okay, when I get an order, I print it out. My son keeps saying, Dad, why do you print it out? You got it on your email, he's got it, we got hundreds of records of it. That's because I'm old-fashioned, folks. And I'm old-fashioned right to the core. I believe and have lived my life. Loyalty, honor, respect, and honor. That's how I was brought up. I believe in that. And that's why I'm still alive, to be here to talk to you and share with you. And which, by the way, I want to thank all of you who have purchased my book. God bless you. Thank you. You will love it. I guarantee it. Okay? Wanted to put that in there. But folks, seriously, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You hear me talk about it all the time. I get a lot of comments about it. I get a lot from women. But why is there no loyalty in this country anymore? I'm not talking about other countries, okay? Let's talk about this country. Why? It's very simple. Go to Washington, D.C. Let's look who's leading this country. The U.S. House of Representatives, okay? I'm going to tell you what, things have changed. I'm seeing more loyalty on the Republican side than I am on the Democratic side. And particularly with this situation that just happened with Joe Biden, okay? You know, when Barack Obama came to the light of the world here, I was in prison. I couldn't vote, all right? When I got out, I couldn't vote. It's only the last couple elections I've been able to vote. You see, here in California, all right, after you've done your time and you've done your parole or supervised release, all right, you can get your voting rights back. That's in California. Some states, felons cannot do that there. All right, so that's one good thing about me living here in California. I could vote. And I voted. And I voted for who I think could lead this country the best way. Now, let's take the two candidates we have here. I see more loyalty with Donald Trump. I see more loyal followers with Donald Trump. Because with Kamala Harris, who, by the way, was a prosecutor, and let me tell you about prosecutors that you don't know. Prosecutors are trained on how to ask questions. They're good at it. But they cannot answer questions, which was very evident several times in her speeches or in her interviews that she's done, that she could not answer questions. Now you could love me, hate me, and unfollow me. It don't make a difference what you do, okay? You're not going to change my life. What I'm hoping is that you change your life and become better. You see, folks, I'm just like you. I have to be concerned about every single penny that I spend. You know what I did today? I drove 30 miles from where I live to go to a grocery store called Aldi. All right? Because my friend Paulie introduced me to the store when I was in Nashville. I never heard of it before. And I'll tell you, it's a great savings. Aldi and Trader Joe's are probably the two best stores you can go shop and save money and not be robbed today. But no matter where you go, I mean, I walk to the grocery store, $9.95, $12.95, like nothing. Folks, do you think senior citizens are not concerned? Okay? They get a minuscule amount of money from Social Security, and they got to live on that? They can't. So if any of you got parents who are on Social Security, all right, I hope you're helping them out. That would be the right thing to do, because your parents were there for you. I would hope they were. But this loyalty, honor, and respect. Joe Biden was honorable, respectful, and loyal to the Democratic Party for over 50 years of his life. But one day, the people he was loyal to turned it right around on him and took it all away. Forget about his dementia or whatever his. Forget about that. That's not the important thing. The thing is, they did it. And they didn't tell you. Why are they hiding that from you? You know, folks, when I voted, I read every single word on the ballot. Every single word. And I checked each individual in those different categories, who they were, what they stood for. I bet you don't read the ballot. You just go in there and start making check marks. And just so you can say you voted. So if you're going to vote, vote properly. And maybe by the time you see this here, you have already voted anyways. But I want you to know a little bit about me. I'm going to be 80 years old, as you all know. I said it a million times. But I still have to make a living. I can't live on, I get $1,100 from Social Security. Not even $1,100. $1,078 is all I get, okay? So I had to make a living. I live here in Beverly Hills. Yeah. My rent's $2,600. So I'm no different than you folks. No different than any of you. We are all the same. But let's start loving each other. Let's be loyal to this country and honor the country that we live in. And maybe, perhaps, if we the people insist and do it right, maybe you can get those idiots that you vote for in Washington, D.C. to start thinking about doing things. You know, what you don't know about my book, okay? And this is no change in me, folks. Because when I wrote this book, I wrote letters to various people, some who passed away, some who were living. But there's one letter in the back of it to the U.S. House of Representatives, where I asking them, start doing things for the people. But they don't. You want to buy your representative this book? You should. Send it to them and earmark that letter. I got a lot more I'm going to be saying. I'm going to be sharing with you in the future, folks, so you know exactly who I am. But one thing about me, you always know, like it or not, you're going to get the truth. And a lot of you cannot take the truth.